wonderful to be with you all. What an honor to sit with the three of you. Congratulations on this very meaningful award. This hasn't been always an easy landscape, rabbis in New York City collaborating with each other. The three of you have kind of defied the mold. How did that happen?
To me, it's surprising that it doesn't happen more often. Unfortunately, for ideological reasons, perhaps just because it's difficult for people to get out of their comfort zone, we don't work together. But that's not the way that any of us have seen things. And we've been doing this together on the East Side for the last 10 years.
Rabbi Steinmetz is really modest because I think in many ways he began this. And I think it did need to be that in some ways the Orthodox rabbi would reach out to us. And really in his first year, he invited us onto his bima, Rabbi Cosgrove and myself. And that was actually a courageous act at that time.
What's amazing about this evening is that what we are being honored for, working together, is second nature to us. There's nothing remarkable about our relationship in our eyes. We call each other, we work together on programs, we celebrate each other's success. I think it's a profound respect that we have for each other in our varieties and stripes of Jewish expression.
We talk about the surge since October 7th in terms of people wanting to double down on their Jewish identity, maybe give it more substance than it's had in the past. How do you see the three of you, or what you're watching from your vantage point, both in your own house of worship and in theirs?
I think every synagogue has seen a big uptick, not just in people coming into synagogue, but in how they engage Jewishly, and in particular in how they engage with Israel.
And it would be more powerful if the three of our communities actually did that together. The power of having Orthodox, Conservative, Reform, unaffiliated Jews fill the sanctuary and be together in support of Israel in that moment, I felt the importance and the power of it in a very different way.
It has been not just reassuring, but strengthening to see the three of you out there, fearlessly, unapologetically pro and joyfully Jewish, even with all the pain, even with all the strain, even with all the divisions. Do you have some sense of how you're holding us together?
I think people are very inspired to see those little shoots of Jewish unity sprout up again.
People may or may not listen to what we say, but people sense what we do. And I think the most powerful thing that a rabbi can do is lead by example, and that's what this is all about.
So JCRC, which is why we're here, I would love each of you to just talk about one flashpoint of connection where it's been important for you.
I'll start with the immediate and the urgent, which is the Community Security Initiative led by a proud Park Avenue Synagogue congregant, Mitch Silber.
I'll add a second relationship among many. The JCRC, about more than 5 years ago, started a coalition of Jewish organizations working around criminal justice reform. There were many different synagogues and other organizations doing this work kind of piecemeal. They brought us all to the table just to kind of bring the Jewish community together is what JCRC does.
We have learned since October 7th how important the relationships with local government are. And that's something that JCRC takes the lead on. And the other thing I would mention, which I really love about JCRC, is the Israel Day Parade, which is always an enormous amount of fun and always something that brings great pride to our community. We're proud of the State of Israel, and we're able to do it right in the center of Manhattan because of the JCRC.
What does it mean to you to be getting this award?
There is this mitzvah, Kol Yisrael Areivut Award, where that Areivut word comes in. All Jews are responsible for one another. You can't do that by yourself. As a rabbi, I could not be for the larger Jewish community if I wasn't able to do it with my colleagues and my friends.
Maybe there are other people watching this and saying, I should learn how to reach out to people who I would not naturally be friends with. But I understand I need to reach out to them because they're part of the larger Jewish community, and we need to do this together.
It is great to see the values you live by being championed by an organization that you believe in. If everyone can leave this evening saying, you know, I'm going to push forward Areivut in my own way, look for what we have in common, not where we differ. Wow, what a great evening this would be.